Dear G, Tom and Carrie, sorry it's really late today, but I've been doing lots of stuff which I will explain a bit later because it's very relevant to this video. I thought this week I would do a little Q&A about acting. So I went over to Reddit and I typed in I'm an actor AMA or something like that, and I just picked some of the questions I like the most from other people's Ask Me Anythings to answer for you today. The first one was, am I too old for acting? My answer to this is you're never too old for acting. Anyone can act. There's always a role for any age, and if you haven't done it yet, get out there, do it. Some of my favourite actors that I know are slightly older people, as you'll see from previous videos of mine. So do it. How do I know if I'm a good enough actor? Anyone's a good actor, really. Like, there'll be people that don't think they are. If you don't think you are, then prove it. So like, go for it and see what other people think of your acting. If not, then maybe it's not for you. What's the most difficult thing about acting? For me, sometimes it's getting into the character, or especially if I'm multi-rolling, like showing that each character is a different character. For me, that's probably the most difficult thing about acting. What made me want to start acting? I just like attention, really, a bit. I like being out there, but I also like playing a different character, changing who I am for the role, as opposed to doing it in real life and being a bad person. I got into acting first when I did The Winter's Tale with the IWC. That was the first thing outside of like school that I did theatre. So yeah, that was, yeah. Describe acting in one word. Expressionistic. I don't think that's an actual word, but I mean, you really get to express yourself as different people and as yourself if you write it that way. Yep. My favourite role. In school, it's a character that I created called Jason. He was a really camp hairdresser. It was an incredible role to play. I really enjoyed that. Outside of school, probably would be a character called Lance from The Two Gentlemen of Verona by Shakespeare. I did it about a year ago now at the Ventnor Fringe Festival, and it was a really cool role to play. Really enjoyed that. I could be really funny, and I had a dog on stage with me. It was crazy. It was a really great role to have. Least favourite role? I'm not sure, really. In school, it's probably it was one of the wise men called Balthasar. Although I wrote the script for it, it just wasn't great, really, so I didn't really enjoy that one. Outside of school, probably that was tough, that. Not going to count Winter's Tale because it wasn't a huge part. It might be one of the characters from Henry IV, just because there was a bit of a mismatch. I loved the sheriff, but then there was others that not so much. Yeah, I'll go with that, I think. Characters from Henry IV. And the last one, if you could choose, would you rather be an actor, a producer, a director, or a writer? I love being an actor, and I have directed before. That was fun. I should be doing that again next year for a different project I'm working on. I've never been a producer. I'm not quite sure really what they do, so I'm going to rule that one out. And as for writer, until recently I haven't had any experience with that, but actually I am now writing my own play. I'm not going to spoil too much of it, but the working title at the moment is Was That Me? And here's a sneak peek, but you can't see that because that's all top secret at the moment. I've really enjoyed writing that, but because it's not finished, I'm not going to claim myself as a writer. I'm going to say between actor and director, it's got to be actor. I really enjoy acting, and that's it really. So until next week, I'll see you next week.
I realise that we're going to go on 9 nights. Well, I can't sing.
beep.